What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Ryan Dahlbear, and today we're going to be doing something a little unusual. Usually, when I make a video, it's often, an AMV or something else, but I'm going to be doing a movie review today. That's right, you heard me correct. I'm going to be doing a movie review. Now, basically, the movie I'm going to be reviewing is the legendary Akira. And basically, well, the film is pretty good. In fact, I absolutely loved it. So, for starters, the dubbing is totally top tier. Second off, the animation is just fantastic. And then third of all, the characters are great. Not to mention that, of course, you probably might know the film from the iconic meme, the Leave Me Alone meme. But I can assure you that I couldn't give a crap about that because, first off, it's a stupid meme, anyways. Second off, the meme should not make the movie known for the meme. Like, the movie should not be known for the meme. Now, basically, the film Akira is just great. Like, I love Tetsuo, Kaneda. Now, in fact, I love the film so much that I went on Joyland.ai and made an Akira chatbot, which, by the way, I'll put my link in the description for Joyland.ai. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. That would be cool, though, but I'm not. Now, for starters, the film itself is definitely not for kids. So if you plan on showing this film to your kids, well, I suggest you not, because this film is pretty messed up. Now, I'm going to try my best not to get into spoiler territory, and I'm going to say try for a reason, because I might. But for starters, let's go over the characters, shall we? We got Kaneda, Tetsuo, and then that's all I can remember. Because unfortunately, I have the memory of a goldfish, so I can't remember character names right off the bat. But for starters, we got those two, Tetsuo's girlfriend, this one girl that Kaneda likes, and then you got the gang, which is called the Capsules, I'm pretty sure. And then you got the Colonel, which of course I don't remember his name either. You got some guy named Roy. And then, of course, you got the Psychic Children. Now, I'm pretty sure one of them is called Takashi, but either way, that's neither here or there. Basically, for starters, when I watched this film, I had low expectations. Why? Well, because for starters, last time I reviewed a highly rated anime, I did not like it. Why? Well, because now I'm probably going to get into some controversy here for this opinion, but Demon Slayer was the highly rated anime I reviewed. And I gotta be honest, I watched the first 20 episodes and didn't like it. I still don't. Now, anyways, I went in with low expectations because not only was the movie a meme, but also because of my experience with highly rated things. Now, I really like the art style of the film. It reminds me a lot of old school Dragon Ball. From like the Pilaf saga. And then Tetsuo. He's actually a fantastic character. Because he sees himself as inferior. He sees himself as weak, and he hates that. And then all of a sudden, he gets these powers. I'm not going to explain how because then that'd go into spoiler territory. But he gets these powers and then finally feels powerful. Well, basically, the film is supposed to be a lesson on what happens when you put extremely high powers into the wrong hands. And so because of this, that's what happened. Like, Tetsuo abused his powers and eventually his abuse of it caught up to him. Now, I have a theory on something that I'll mention later in another video. But for starters, in the film, I like Tetsuo a lot. In fact, I love his final design, which consists of his red cape, his white sleeveless shirt, and his khaki pants, along with his boots. And I love how his hair changes too. Like his hair was much flatter in the beginning of the film, but then once you get to the near end, his hair is more spiked, But like, you can clearly see my profile picture right now, and that's what his hair kind of looked like in the beginning of the film, and then once you get to the near end, it's that good. Now, something I find really cool is that Tetsuo needs to control his powers, because often when I see films, and a lot of people say that Kaneda is the protagonist and stuff, I consider Tetsuo to be the protagonist. But anyways, that's what I was saying. In a lot of films, when you see a character get powers, you don't often see them have to control their powers. You don't often have to see them do things to control their powers. And so, he tries to keep his power under control. He tries. But, of course, eventually, it catches up to him, and he eventually, loses control. And because of that, spoilers, by the way, he eventually, becomes this massive mutant monster of nothing but flesh. And so then he's like, it's really ugly too, because you can tell what it is. It's like this ugly, massive flesh that looks like a baby. And so then he accidentally kills his girlfriend in the process because he can't control his body in this moment. Like, he's telling Kaneda, hey, help me. I can't control myself. My body is doing things I don't want it to. And Kaneda is not even listening. In fact, Kaneda is, constantly yelling in the scene, quote, "Stop it, Tetsuo." And so then, Tetsuo keeps trying to tell him, hey, I can't control myself. Save me. And of course, Kaneda does the exact opposite, escapes, and shoots at Tetsuo's massive flesh body, which does absolutely nothing. Now, we get to the ending, where you get to meet the god of the show. Well, it's not a show, it's a movie, but that's not the point. Basically, you get to meet Akira, who is supposedly the almighty character that Tetsuo's been seeking this whole time. And so Akira, noticing that Tetsuo has lost control of his powers and has turned into this massive flesh, this massive pile of flesh, he takes Tetsuo and puts him in another dimension. Yes, you heard me correctly. Now, unfortunately, it's not clear what it actually was, but I say he puts him in another dimension. Why? Because a black hole kind of happens. I call it a black hole because I can't think of anything else to call it. Because it's white, but it acts like a black hole. it sucks in a bunch of things, and eventually the psychic children and Tetsuo, along with Akira, vanish. And so then, Akira, we don't get an elaboration of what happens to Tetsuo and the psychic children at the end of the film. But, based on speculations, I can tell that it's probably that he got taken to an alternate universe where he can control his powers. And there's even that possibility that he has the creative liberty to control that universe, And then, I think the only sad thing, the film is just top tier animation. For example, I did some research, and it was 24 frames per second. And this is 1988 we're talking about. And another thing, too, is that, I know a basic trope in anime is that characters, when they talk, don't move their head or anything, don't move their hands. The only thing that's moving is their mouth. Well, guess what? In the film, everything moves. When the characters are talking, they actually show genuine movement on their face, showing even more emotion than a basic anime character. And that's what makes it so great. And another thing, too, is that you would have thought that, the background stays still and stuff, but fun fact, the backgrounds, because backgrounds usually stay still or they aren't highly detailed. The backgrounds are highly detailed, too. Everything is so highly detailed. The animation is unbelievably smooth for its time. And above all, it's fantastic characters. I like how Tetsuo thinks he's inferior and that, he wants to become stronger and he gets his wish and tries to control his powers, but then just, loses control. Now, if I could, I would elaborate further, don't get me wrong, but unfortunately, due to YouTube's restriction on my channel, which means I have to upload only 15-minute videos, I'm going to have to stop it from here. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.